I swear, one day you get whatever you want. Oh no.
Thank you, Ms. Pierce, for assisting with the playing of Pomp and Circumstance. Good morning, Eco families. Please stand for the presentation of colors and our national anthem. Families, please remain standing until our colors have exited the field. Thank you, Santa Fe High and JROTC and Eco's very own Mayra Juarez for the presentation of colors. Good morning and welcome to Desert Sage Academy for the commencement ceremony of Early College Opportunities High School, class of 2022. I would first like to recognize our dignitaries with us today. We have from Santa Fe Public Schools Executive Cabinet, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Hilario Larry Chavez, Deputy Superintendent, Ms. Vanessa Romero, Deputy Superintendent, Ms. Christy Yonda Wagner, Assistant Superintendent Carl Morano, Assistant Superintendent Michael Hagley, Assistant Superintendent Kathy Casaus, Chief Financial Officer Mr. Robert Martinez. With us today we have from our Santa Fe Public Schools Board of Education, President Ms. Kate Noble, Vice President Rudy Garcia, Secretary Ms. Sarah Boses, Board Member Sasha Anderson, Also with us today from Santa Fe Community College, we have Director of Student Dual Credit Engagement and Recruitment, Mr. Marcos Mays. Thank you all so much for your continued support of our Eco High School community and for being a part of our celebration today. I would like to acknowledge and thank my Eco School leadership team who has put in countless hours and tireless efforts this school year. Community Liaison, Ms. Diane Pierce. Administrative Assistant, Ms. Michelle Lemieux. School Counselor, Ms. Jessica Gerber. Contact Teacher, Dr. Tommy Stokes. Lead Teacher, Mr. Jacob Zagala. And our Lead Teacher, Mr. Chris Coriz. Parents and families and community members, we realize that the success of graduating class is due to, in part to your continued support. Thank you for believing in your student and for the love and encouragement you have shown and will undoubtedly continue to show. The past few years have been challenging for all of us and in particular for each of you. Each of you has persevered in the face of adversity and sacrificed in ways in which we never could have considered prior to the pandemic. Be proud of all you have overcome and accomplished. Not all of your journeys were the same over the past 4 years. You have collectively worked and studied and practiced and grown in many ways. Whatever course your future takes, it is my hopes that you look back at your years at Eco High School as having prepared you to meet and deal with the challenges that life presents. I thank the faculty and staff of Eco for a job well done in soundly preparing our graduates to continue their journeys as lifelong learners. You are a unique and special group of individuals. Your accomplishments have been significant. You have taken your education as serious as possible considering the times. Life is a series of new horizons, new hopes, new days, and new challenges. As you enter the next chapter of your lives, please consider these 3 things. Make every day count. Strive to be the best versions of yourselves. And remember, the right decisions you make in life may not always be the most popular ones. Not always. Whoops. I wish you the best with your future plans, the chasing of dreams. With that in mind, I leave you with this. Don't wait for your ship to come in. Row out to meet it. It is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Hilario Larry Chavez, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Chavez was selected to lead Santa Fe Public Schools by the Santa Fe Public School Board of Education on April 17th, 2021. He enthusiastically accepted, stating his passion for Santa Fe and his intent to take to heart the hopes and dreams of Santa Fe Public Schools, students and staff. Formerly SFPS Associate Superintendent of Athletics, Activities, and Support, Mr. Chavez is a multifaceted leader who is well-versed in Santa Fe Public Schools community and expects that I apologize. His strong skills and experiences include a foundation in special education, uplifting secondary education and athletics, and collaborating to institute reform. Mr. Chavez collaborative work results in increasing the district's 2021 graduation rate to an all-time high of 86.3%. Please welcome Mr. Chavez to the stage.
Thank you, Principal Ryan. Welcome, graduates, and all those here to help support you. Today recognizes your outstanding accomplishments and the start of your new journey. You're on your way of fulfilling a career, educational opportunities, or whatever life calls of you. You can embrace the future knowing that you are ready of what lies ahead of you. Think back to the first day of school. Some of you 17, 18, 19 years ago. No doubt you were excited to meet your teacher and meet new friends. Along the way, you reached many milestones, from learning to read, to reading to learn, from tackling counting to mastering complex mathematics, from engaging in simple scientific investigations to understanding the biological process. On this wonderful day, I hope you are filled with pride for having become a graduate of Santa Fe Public Schools. To your parents, families, and all the adults who have supported you, I say thank you and job well done. We are here today because of your commitment to you and your education, and because of the hard work and belief in yourself. To educators, administrators who have helped reach new heights in learning, I say thank you for giving your best and making a difference in the lives of all of our students. And to our Board of Education members who work diligently on your behalf, I say thank you for setting the vision, mission, and goals to ensure high-quality teaching and learning for all of our students. It's absolutely amazing when you think about the many people who have cheered you on over your educational career. Teachers, transportation drivers, student nutrition staff, maintenance workers, educational support staff, and so many more. As your superintendent, I speak for all of them in applauding you. You did it, and we couldn't be any happier. These past 4 years, you have persevered, successfully navigated through remote learning and back to in-person learning. This year, you experienced what we thought was going to be a normal school year, and it was anything but normal. So today, it's about you, not challenges, not disappointments, not defeats or mistakes. It's about what you've accomplished and the future that lies ahead. Your future is in your hands. Be daring. Be ambitious, be courageous, and you will be successful in anything that you set out to accomplish. I want to thank you, our graduates, for uplifting me through your endurance and dedication to overcoming uncertainties this school year. You learned ways to connect with your teachers and classmates in ways we could have never envisioned. You learned how to delve into your studies as others never have. You were patient, responsive, and diligent. You taught all of us so much. There is nothing quite as special as looking out and seeing the faces of our graduates today. You are beaming, and so are the supporters behind you. It's been an honor for the Santa Fe Public Schools to provide you with an education that prepares you for tomorrow. And a special honor for me to present you with your diplomas as your superintendent schools. As educators, this is the moment we live for and we love to experience with you. I know you're awaiting the moment when you switch your tassels and toss your hats high in the air. When the time comes to throw them high, class of 2022, throw them high and show your pride and celebrate your accomplishments. Be bold, be courageous, be your best, and congratulations and job well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chavez. Kate Noble was born in Santa Fe and got a wonderful education in the Santa Fe Public Schools. She graduated from Santa Fe High and attended Columbia University in New York City, graduating with a Bachelor's of Art in Film Studies. Kate spent 10 years at the BBC's Business News Desk as a producer, reporter, and anchor. She then returned to Santa Fe and began working for the city in the Economic and Community Development Department, where she focused on growing local businesses and local talent. Kate is married to Bryce Tappan, a scientist with Los Alamos National Labs. They have a son named Zachary who attends Gonzales Community Schools. Please welcome Ms. Kate Noble.
Thank you very much. How's everybody feeling this morning? Warm enough? Smiley? It's been a little wild. So wild I didn't even actually write anything down for this speech because I figure that's sort of appropriate for the high school career you all have had. You've had to be flexible like crazy. This is not what we predicted in terms of a pandemic, and then this year, fires and even more gun violence last night. And today is about the graduates, and I want to thank you all for your hard work and for getting us here and having something to celebrate. But the more that I've thought about graduation, the more I realize this is also really about community and about the people behind you that are here to celebrate you, some of the parties that you'll go to later, the relatives you'll hear from, the teachers and the staff and everyone in the Santa Fe Public Schools who've worked hard because this day is possible. So it's all about coming together and doing it together and supporting each other because none of us do it alone. So let's take a moment and celebrate each other, family, friends, teachers, staff. Think about the people that helped get you here, and let's give everyone, yourselves included, a round of applause. As I've said, you've had to be flexible. I bet nobody predicted your high school memories would look about the way they do today. But you've also had to be resilient as can be. And I can't say you're lucky to have had the high school career you've had, but I think it will serve you well because you have learned to pivot, to figure things out on the fly, and those skills are so good. And to persevere, that resilience will serve you incredibly well. I hope as you go forward, you can use these skills. Now you also have the diploma. You've done the work and you have the credential. And this is one of those lines in the sand in the data that we have. Now you're gonna make more money. Now you're gonna live longer. You're gonna be happier, all these things. But ultimately, what I want to say most of all is that the world needs you. You probably know that things are unpredictable and tough right now. So please take what you've learned and go forward and do good work. Find something you believe in and fight for it. Work hard for it. We need you. I apologize that we haven't done better to get you to where you are. I don't know what's gone wrong, but I know that we need you. So class of 2022, as the superintendent said, you gotta be courageous, be brave, work hard. I hope you will be kind. You will find out how to heal some of these divisions, be nice to each other, and do the work that this world needs to be a better place. So congratulations on your graduation, and please go out and save the world.
Thank you, Board President Noble. Ian Garcia has collected over 40 credits while attending Eco High School. Ian truly took advantage of the early college model on his way to becoming the #1 ranked student in the class of 2022. It is my pleasure to introduce Ian Garcia, the 2022 Early College Opportunities High School valedictorian.
Good morning, graduates, families, friends, and staff. It is an honor to be a part of the graduating class of 2022. Congratulations, graduates. Today is a great day. It is a day to celebrate with your families and friends. It is a day you have been waiting for since you entered kindergarten those 13 long years ago. For some of you, it's waiting to get out of school and get on with your life. But for many others of you, high school graduation is just the next step in your education. Some of you are headed to a university, a community college, apprenticeship training, to the daunting task of preparing for the career you want to pursue. But for all of you, as you take off the caps and gowns you're wearing today and take your tassels and diplomas home, remember this. The diploma you received today is your insurance policy with a premium paid in full by your hard work over the past 13 years. The value of that policy depends on how much effort you put into your education and what you do with it as you go on. Use it, take advantage of it, and what it offers. Statistics show that your high school diploma is your path to higher earnings and protection against the tough economic times. It is not a guarantee, but it will always be a help. Your diploma also represents a public education system that ensures that all young people here at ECO and across our nation, even the neediest, have access to the same experiences that have shaped you and me of first-rate education and exposure to the diverse beliefs and traditions that drive an ever more interdependent and complex world, and a chance to experience the joy of learning. Take those experiences with you, keep close to the student and teacher friends you've made here at ECO. You have earned that diploma, use it, and be proud of it. Congratulations again to each and every one of you, and may you all succeed in the years ahead.
Great job, Ian. Great words. Chris Codice was born and raised in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Around the age of 16, Chris began working at the teen center located at the Monica Roybal Center. It would be his experiences there that would lead to a future in education. Chris began subbing for Santa Fe Public Schools in 2006 and began teaching full-time in 2008 at Santa Fe High School's infamous South Campus. In 2016, Chris helped ECO High School become its own school. Please welcome Christopher Codice.
All right. I don't know if I can go after Ian's speech there. Good job, man. That was awesome. Well, I'd like to start off by thanking a lot of people that are here today. All the staff that helped put this awesome stage up for us. All the ECO staff for putting in all the extra hard work to get all our graduates here where they are here today. The administration, board members for believing and supporting in our graduates, as well as early college opportunities. Friends and family for supporting the graduates throughout this long journey. And most of all the ECO students of 2022. Class of 2022, honestly, I don't know about you, but the last 4 years went by really fast. I'm happy to see all of you seniors here today graduating. It has been a challenge, but you all made it. Today is your day. Enjoy it.
Right.
Early college opportunities is not your traditional school, and you all made a smart decision on graduating from ECO. You're leaving here with a lot of skills that most students don't have the opportunity to learn. The teachers here have taught you things that you can use in real life. And just to name a few, your core teachers taught you skills that you will use in any career you pursue and provide the foundations for your learning. Seymour taught you to care and maintain vehicles. Campos and Mr. Iron taught you Photoshop and computer applications. Motzinger taught you building trades and home repair. Moeller taught you how to weld and create. I taught you how to repair, refinish, and customize vehicles. I hope. ECO gave you real hands-on experience and taught you how to use many industry tools and machinery you may use in your future careers. These skills, along with many others, is knowledge that no one can ever take from you. Embrace them. Don't be afraid to use them wherever your path may take you. Remember that you are always welcome here at ECO, and just because your high school journey has ended, doesn't mean that the connections you have made here have ended. An eco student is always an eco student. And if you need anything throughout this journey of life, we'll be here for you. School is about learning, not only about learning in the classroom, but about learning who you are, what you want, and what is important to you. Growing up, I never thought I would end up where I am today as a shop teacher at Early College Opportunities. During my time in school, what I learned about myself was that I enjoyed helping others. Of course, I love anything having to do with engines, cars, motorcycles, going fast. And while working and helping my family and friends with their projects, I learned that I liked helping and sharing my knowledge with others. All of those ingredients mixed together brought me to where I am today. Teaching students like you and sharing my knowledge with you, and hoping that it has an impact on your future in one way or another. That's what makes me happy, teaching you guys. Lastly, don't take your family and friends for granted. Show gratitude towards them and always offer a helping hand. And all of you have heard me say it every single day in class. Put your phones down. Enjoy the people and places around you. You never know when you may have that opportunity again. Have fun. Never stop learning. Invest your time and money wisely. Don't hold grudges. Forgive one another. Always put your maximum effort in everything you do. And most of all, experience life. Congratulations, Early College graduates of 2022.
Thank you, Mr. Coriz. Those are great words and honest words. Jacob Zagala grew up in Maryland outside of Washington, D.C., but found himself graduating high school from Moana Lua High School in Honolulu, Hawaii. He moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico in 1999 and has lived there ever since. Since 2000, much of his life has been dedicated to making music in his psychobilly band 12 Step Rebels, which he is still playing and touring in 23 years later. Great job. He shifted his priorities in 2005 to go to the College of Santa Fe to double major in politics and secondary education. He began teaching in Santa Fe public schools at the Vargas Middle School in 2009. Moved to Santa Fe High when DeVargas was downsized, and then helped start Eco High School in 2016. Please welcome our next speaker, Mr. Jacob Zagala.
I can honestly say this is our most diverse group of students, and I mean that in the best way possible. This is awesome. ECO has always been about just a bunch of different people here for the same idea, right? We're all here to learn. And we've more than DeVargas, we're in Santa Fe High, and nowhere else, because I've never taught anywhere else, much more diverse students than that. This is it. It takes the cake. It's awesome. What does ECO stand for, right? What are we here? What are we doing here? For me, ECO's about growing. It's about learning. It's about doing new things. It's about getting better at things. What we've done this like 4 times, Chris. Our speeches is, my wife's like, use the same one from 4 years ago. No one here is gonna remember it. That might be true, but I figured let's do a change of pace speech. So usually I'm always talking about listening to the birds and taking your time and, you know, appreciating life. And that's still true. I'm still excited to go just take time, see what life has, and just really soak it up. But this year, it all comes back to one thing. For me, standards-based grading. So let's take it back to standards-based grading. Let's do it, right? Your time at ECO, standards-based grading has dominated, right? It's funny, right? It's funny. Right? New, challenging, different, okay? You guys had to be kind of like the guinea pigs for it, had to figure it out. Teachers had to figure it out, staff had to figure it out. But what's ECO about, right? We adapted, we learn, we grow, we overcome. See how I tie that together? A lot of standards-based grading has some specific examples. Riding the bike, right? You've always seen that really pixelated drawing of riding the bike. The guy falling over, he can't really do it. And then he's riding the bike, and then he's doing motocross like Ian and Chris, and right. You got the skateboard analogy where we had the video that went around, right? Where you couldn't hear what I said because I had a mask on, so no one could hear what I said. I wish I would take the mask off for the video. Your trade classes, your core classes, but specifically I think about your trade classes and how you start out and you don't know anything about welding. By the end of the time you're getting your certifications and you could weld up and down sideways. So standards-based grading, all those are good examples, but my son was playing on I'm like, okay, I'm grading, right? Some of you guys are getting me your papers last minute, which is awesome. All of the finals that have been turned in have been outstanding, so I'm super proud of you guys. He's in the back, he's playing his Game Boy, right? And I'm listening to it. What am I gonna write about? What am I gonna talk about? Video games. Standards-based grading, video games. My son, he gets frustrated, he wants to stop. He's like, I can't do it. And by the time we get home, it's an hour drive. He's beaten the level, right? He's overcome, he beat the boss, whatever. I was like, that's a really good example, right? School is like one of the levels in a video game, okay? Not the tutorial, because that's not really part of it. But let's say level 1, right? So level 1, you figured it out how to jump on the Goombas, and you figured out how to go around the boss, and what do you have to do, and he keeps killing you, etc., and you adapt, and you learn, and you overcome, and you grow with it, okay? Level 1, accomplished. You beat the boss, whether it's teachers, or school, or challenges of COVID, or whatever you had to overcome, and a lot of you guys had to overcome a lot. You beat it, right? That's just level 1, though. You got a lot of levels left in front of you, a lot. So maybe the next level's another school, or job, or work, or someone gets sick, or some other things. You're gonna use the things you learned, I hope, at ECO, right? Learning, adapting, overcoming. You're gonna figure it out, right? Sometimes it's as fun as a video game, sometimes it's more fun, sometimes it's not, right? I'm still gonna bring it back to the birds, though, okay? I'm gonna bring it back. I love that analogy. I love the idea of, like Mr. Cody said, taking the time to just appreciate what you have in front of you at that moment, right? Whether it's for you a certain beat that you hear, whether it's burning rubber, whether it's birds, whether it's hanging out with your friends or family, just really take the time to appreciate it. If I could tell you one thing, I'm like, what am I going to tell you that you're going to care, listen about? I just want to keep repeating that. Just really appreciate what's going on around you, because it's going to go fast, right? So let's take it back to video games. One last thing. If anyone's played a video game, there's one thing you got to remember. Don't skip the side quests, right? Don't skip the side quests. That's where you do all the fun stuff. So go learn more, do more fun stuff, follow your passions. For me, right, playing music, I've been playing it nonstop. That's what drives me. Education and music, that's one of my side quests. It became my main quest, right? So find your side quest, school, education, different opportunities, move across the country, go travel, meet different people, do new relationships, whatever, okay? Don't skip the side quests. Awesome.
Thank you, Mr. Zagala. I saw what you did there. Good job. You'll see it soon enough, Joey. Thank you all for your wise words. Our ECO community appreciates you and your continued continued support for our students and graduates. Seniors, it's time for the presentation of diplomas. I would like to welcome Mr. Don Dion to announce our graduates. We will now begin the presentation of diplomas. Congratulations to all of our graduates participating this morning.
Testing. Check. Check.
Ian Garcia. Santos Atencio. Jesse Avila. David Broadhurst. Monique Cruz. Joseph Dowd. Francesca Frankie Duran. Faith Irwin. Eddie Gomez. Israel Hernandez. Arlene Sugar Hopkins. Tanya Juarez Martinez. Carlos Loya Berrigan. Patrick Marquez. Edwin Mayorga. Robin Minitry. Emilio Montano. Destiny Mora. Dominique Morales. Reina Ortega. Isaac Padilla. Aaron Singer. Genesee Valdez Pacheco. Caleb Velarde. Michaela Vigil.
President Kate Noble and Superintendent Hilario Larry Chavez, I present to you the graduating class of 2022. I certify that our students have met or exceeded the standards and benchmarks as required by the Public Education Department of the State of New Mexico. I certify that they have met all of their high school graduation requirements within the expectations of Santa Fe Public School District and the State of New Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen of the graduating class of 2022, please move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left side of your cap. You are now alumni of Eco High School. With this honor comes the responsibility to do your best to make a positive impact on the world. Remember to stay true to yourself, to honor your roots, and to call on your friends and family in your times of need. Congratulations, Eco. Go out and make us proud.
Turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. Something unpredictable, but in the end is right. It's the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos of memories and
It's right there.
Did they get the people that make those frames for Thanksgiving parade right there? I thought it looked familiar.
Congratulations.